எப்படி so I will just give you the option, but tell me. What's the answer? Did you find out?
KGL, sir.
Yes, KGL. How did you find out?
So we already know the answer. First one is K and
Yeah,
the last
AB.
one is L, sir.
Yes. Okay, so from the question itself, we can see those things. Can you explain?
So the first one is +1, sir.
Yeah, A.
The other one is second is +2, sir.
Okay.
Then +3.
That's all,
So
no?
obviously, and after G we +4, sir. So we get K. And in the last one, V +2, sir.
Okay. So
D +2 F, F +2 H, H +2 J.
So A plus B is +1, right? So D
+2.
Yes. Then Y and U?
Plus that's where we get confused, sir.
That's in the reverse, I suppose. Yes, sister?
Minus.
Minus.
Not minus, sir?
Minus. Yeah. We are going reverse here. Here we are going front, we are going the reverse here.
-4, sir.
-4, yes. Simple. So A and the first, that is the first things and all is going like the forward way. Whereas in the middle ones are all coming behind. -4.
Reverse order.
Yeah. And then this last also is going in the forward. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, so in that way, you'll get it. So if you see from J, we'll have J, K, L. So that's the next term.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this one's pretty easy. Find it out, then we'll go. Because one topic we will complete, and then only 4 authors we are remaining, and we'll complete the revival age. Okay, after this, what?
Yes, sir.
Age of revival, then we will see the Elizabethan age, and afterwards we'll have a test. Okay, model test.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So try to find this question.
Add number, sir. +3, +5, +7.
Yes. Very good.
+11, +13. What is that? Sir?
So what is added?
+13 must be added, sir.
Yeah, +3.
Plus
First one
5.
is +3. Plus 5,
plus
then
5 plus 7
then
plus
9.
9
Plus
Plus
11,
11.
then plus 11
then plus 13.
13
50,
sir.
sir, answer.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Very good, people. You're starting to get the ideas. Okay, shall we see the next topic? Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Keep doing all these problems, okay? Then it becomes easier and easier. You'll start finding those logics. At one
Okay,
point, you don't need to think. It'll become like, okay, this is what the answer is going to be like that. Okay, from the first class till now, no, do you find this sums a little bit easier to do?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we are going to little deeper stuff. It's called, today we're going to talk about, listen to this carefully because we're going to do sums, one sum at least. Direction sense. Sometimes they ask us questions based on directions. So first, basic directions we need to know. So what are the cardinal directions? Always put directions.
North.
Which is north? Top will be north.
Yes.
South.
Down will be south.
South.
And
South.
then
Left
this rest will be here and
Left.
east.
Right.
Okay. Whenever you have any kind of direction questions, first of all, draw this in a rough sheet or whatever it is. Okay. And then what are the subsidiary directions? So if it's in between N and E means what is it called as?
Northeast.
Yeah,
Northeast.
very good. Northeast. So SE means
Southeast.
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 And then we have northwest. And here
Southwest.
we'll have
Southwest.
west. Okay, remember these things. So in case whatever problems they give, using this you can figure it out. Now, I'm going to give you a problem. We'll try to solve it. Then I will give you the directions. Okay. Shall we start? Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll move down. Okay, listen to it carefully because I'm going to read the question and give you the numbers. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
there is a person. His name is Aryan. He walks, okay, towards north. After, okay, this is the first instruction. So Aryan walks where? Which direction is going?
Towards north.
North. Okay. Second thing is, after 15 kilometers, he takes left turn. Okay. Remember, after 15 kilometers, he takes left turn. And then he walks for 10 kilometers.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then the third one is, then again he takes left turn.
Okay, sir.
And he walks 10 kilometers. Okay. Then once again he turns left. And now he walks 15 kilometers. Clear? Okay, now
Yes.
see the clue is given in the first one itself. Where does he start?
North, sir.
North, sir.
He's walking towards north. The question is walking towards north. Okay. So now whenever you have such questions, try to put like a diagram. Just draw it. Like he starts here. So how many he's moving? From left means it's this way. Okay. So figure it out.
Sir, left means
Yeah.
this side or this side, sir?
Yeah, buddy. Sorry. This way. So you got confused there.
Sir.
So the question is, find out the total distance covered by him. Okay. That is one question. Second question is, how far he is from starting line. Okay, first one you find out, then we'll.
50, sir.
15 or 50?
50, sir. He traveled 50 kilometers. He
Okay.
covered.
Okay.
And he is
Okay, next question
10
is, how
kilometers.
far is he from the starting point? Okay, wait up. Okay,
10.
let others do. Wait 1 second. Yeah.
Yes, sir. $50 kilometers, sir.
Yes, 50 kilometers. Very good.
50 kilometers, sir.
Then okay. Now
Second question, sir.
how far is he from the starting point? How far is he from the starting point? Find that out.
10 kilometers, sir.
10. No, that we need to use a formula for that.
5, sir.
Yes, 5, but is it exactly 5?
No, the 7.
10.
Okay, fine. We will do this the proper math way. Okay. So listen carefully. You might know this, but slowly. Now tell me the instructions. Now first, how is he starting?
Starting
Towards north, towards north,
north, sir.
Towards north, he's moving.
15
He
kilometers,
traveled
sir.
Now how many kilometers he's traveling? Okay,
15,
towards
sir.
north is going. Okay, after 15 kilometers. Okay, after 15 kilometers, what is this guy doing?
Left
He's
turn,
turning
He
sir.
traveled
Next
turn.
left
10
turn.
And
kilometers.
how long is going? 10
10
10
kilometers.
kilometers.
Okay, 10 kilometers is going. Then after that, again he's taking a left
Left
Yes, sir.
turn.
Left,
turn.
sir.
Now how many kilometers?
10
10
kilometers.
10
kilometers.
kilometers. Okay, and then suddenly what is he doing?
He turns
Again
left.
takes
Left.
Takes
And now
left,
what is
left, sir.
happening? Now how many
15
kilometers?
kilometers he walked.
Yeah, now it's again 15 kilometers. Now you have to draw like this, right? So we already know this is north and south. So
Okay.
total distance covered is, you're just going to add all this. So 15 plus 10 plus 10
35,
plus
10,
15.
35,
So totally how many kilometers he had walked?
50.
50.
50.
Okay. Now the B question is, see, this is where you have to be clever and you need to know this formula, right? So second question is, how far is he from the starting point? So where is the starting point?
Here's
Here,
Towards
here.
north,
This
south.
is the
Yes,
starting
sir.
point, right? So how far is he from the starting point? So this is the ending point, remember, because
Yes,
he's
sir.
come from here. So we have to find this length.
this. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this one is basically what? 15 kilometers he's gone over here, but this is 10 only. So totally 5. This part, from this part to this part, how many kilometers?
5 kilometers.
5 kilometers. Very good. And this is easy. Here 10 and 5. Here also it's 5 kilometers, correct?
5
So
kilometers.
we don't know this part alone. From
Yes, sir.
this
Yes, sir.
part to the ending part, we don't know. For this, surely our 8th standard Pythagoras theorem we should use. Right? Do not forget. If it's a right triangle, you will use Pythagoras. Very simple. Then easy way to find the answer. Okay. Pythagoras theorem, you know, right? You remember?
We know that's the Pythagoras theorem, sir, but we don't know what is the formula or what's the
No,
theory.
that's very simple. Whenever we have right triangles, okay, two sides distance is given. I want to find this distance. So then we will use Pythagoras. That's all. Simple. Okay. So b square and what else? P square. This is P. Okay. P square. And what will happen is, see,
First one, B2 also, H2 also.
H2, sister, H2. Hypotenuse square. Okay, hypotenuse square equal to b square plus p square. Okay, so h is hypotenuse, b is the base. Remember, b is the base and p is the perpendicular, that is the other side of it, right? And so what happens is, we don't know which side, sm side we don't know, right? We can give it a name and all if you want, but we'll just call it ae square for now. We will call this a and e. Okay, so a square, simple. Now tell me, what is the base here? What is the base?
Base is 5 kilometers.
Yeah, both are 5 only. So 5 square plus other side also is
P
what?
5 square.
5 square. Very good. So totally how much? 25. 5 into 5 is 25. 5 into 5 is
25.
okay. But the problem is, we will think the answer is 50. But see, AE square, right? So we need to find out the square root. That's simply 5 square root of 2. So in your answer sheet, no, they would have given you in square roots. So you need to find out the squares. Clear? So don't forget this part alone. Okay. You know how to take square root, huh?
Don't know, sir. Max English எடுத்தா.
Okay. Don't forget this one. I will teach you square roots afterwards. Okay. Now just forget. Think about the formula. எப்போச்சும் உங்களுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி triangle shapeல வந்துச்சுன்னா, easy way to find is the Pythagoras theorem. So h square is equal to p square plus p square. Base b square, perpendicular என்றது இது. We will find out the other one, that is hypotenuse. Okay. So that's the formula. We'll ask square and we'll find out the square root of this one. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So what is Pythagoras theorem? Can you tell me?
H square.
H square equal to?
B
B square plus
Yeah.
P square.
Okay. B stands for?
Base.
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 Sir.
Okay. And P stands for?
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. Okay. And H stands for?
Height.
Okay. Now, in case you should not get confused, so this is a right triangle. Tell me which is the base?
Maybe under.
Yeah, that's the understanding. So the under one is the base. Perpendicular na stand agudhu. So which is the perpendicular?
Vertical.
Yes, this is the perpendicular. I made a mistake there, but this is the perpendicular. So this is the hypotenuse. Clear? Now no doubts, right? So this is the base, this is the perpendicular, this is the hypotenuse. So aduketa mari you take down the formula and write down the form. Okay. Okay, fine. So you have seen this sum. Shall I give you one more sum related to that one?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
So that you can work it out. Only like 2-3 days we will be able to complete the entire mathematical reasoning and aptitude sums fully. Okay, then
Okay,
it's only logics, then statements, as sir was telling. Okay, shall I read the question? I'll give you the answers. You just
Yes, sir. You read, sir.
Okay, sir.
okay. We'll use Kadir's name here.
Okay, sir.
Kadir sir will answer.
So Kadir started walking towards south. Okay, he's going towards south of his house.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's the first thing. Kadir started south towards the south of his house. Understand? Okay. And then second point. After walking 8 kilometers, he realized he had come too far. So this guy is turning back. Okay. And he comes back 4 kilometers. Okay, till now you understood the question? Kadir
Yes,
is
sir.
there. From his house, he's going south. I mean, south he's moving. How long is traveling?
8
8
kilometers.
kilometers.
But then he thinks, okay, I've come too far, so he's turning and coming back 4 kilometers. Then he takes right turn. Then he takes right turn and moves 3 kilometers. So the question is, how far is he from the starting point? That's all. Okay. How far is he from the starting point? Not the total distance, just how far.
Okay, sir.
You all got the question?
Yes,
1
sir.
kilometer.
Sister?
1 kilometer is the answer.
We'll give some time, sister. Wait 1 second.
Okay.
The options, do you want the options?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We'll guess, sir.
We'll guess. 4 kilometers, 6 kilometers, 5 kilometers, and 8 kilometers.
5 kilometers, sir.
Because answer is there means you can guess it easily, right? So can you explain? Can anyone explain?
And so,
Okay,
B
so
square.
yes. Tell me, like we have to put the diagram so it's easy for people. So Kadir
Okay,
is
sir.
starting. He's going south. Where is south?
South, sir.
Down.
Down,
Right.
sir.
So how far is he traveling?
8 kilometers, sir.
Very
8
good.
kilometers.
8 kilometers. That's why we are seeing that north-south direction is easy. Okay. So he's traveling 8 kilometers, but then he realizes
He's off the way, so he turned.
he turns back. So what is happening? He's going back same way, 4 kilometers, right?
Yes, sir.
Just back.
Okay.
Okay.
Then what is he doing?
He turns
Turning.
right and he travels
Right
for
means
3
will be
kilometers.
this side, right? This side.
Yes, sir.
So how far is he traveling now?
3 kilometers, sir.
Okay. Now this is the starting point. From here to here, what is the distance?
Yes, sir.
We see
So,
height t square plus t square. Now
B
it's
square
easy,
plus
right?
T square.
Yeah,
Yes,
very
sir.
good. Now which is the base here?
B 3 kilometers, sir.
Very
B
good.
square.
B square. Then
3 square plus 4 kilometers P, sir.
okay.
So perpendicular is 4 square. So
3
totally
into 3 is
9 plus 16.
very good. 9 plus 16 is
So 25, sir.
25, and we have square root here.
Yes,
So
sir.
square root is
That's 5.
5. 5 is the answer. So anyway, options will be given, and if you come to 25 itself, you will realize
Okay, sir.
the square root of it. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's why you have to draw the diagram. Look at the question, draw the diagram, then it's easy for you to find out, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, shall we get into the literature part today? We have only
Okay.
3 or
Yes,
4
sir.
options. So if you get such questions, you will be able to crack it, right?
Yes, sir.
The more sums you do, it becomes easier. Age of revival. 1 second, I'll share the screen with you people. Okay, when did the age of revival start?
1400, sir.
to 1500. 1550.
1550.
Okay. So is my screen visible to you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me, just a quick revision, right? So who's the Greek philosopher?
Whereas, sorry, Greek philosopher.
Yeah, I mean in this
Greek
age,
philosopher.
Greek philosopher.
Erasmus, right? Wait, no.
Yes, sir, he's a Dutch philosopher.
Yeah, he was a Dutch, but he was a Greek professor. Sorry. Okay.
It was.
So from Erasmus comes who? Like who is influenced?
Thomas More.
Thomas
Thomas
More.
More.
Huh?
Thomas More. No, the William
Wycliffe.
Tyndale.
Yes, sir. Thomas More.
Okay, okay. So we have seen those people, right? Thomas More. Okay, tell me one work of
Utopia.
George Ashley. George Ashley.
George Asham.
Ripley. Sorry.
George Ripley.
What is the work?
Philosopher.
A
Compound
philosopher.
doctor.
Yeah, he was alchemist and all that, right? Okay. Erasmus' famous work.
The Price of Folly.
Very good. Praise of Folly. Then Thomas
The
More.
Utopia.
Utopia. Those things we have seen yesterday. Then we have seen William Tyndale. What was he most famous for?
The English Bible.
Yeah.
He translated it from the original Greek Bibles.
Then Richard Turtle. We have seen two works. One was
Songs and
Sonnets.
and the other one was about law. Yes.
About law.
About law or law, man. Kadir.
Law. He loved law, sir, no problem.
Okay. Thomas Watt and Henry Howard. What are they known for?
Sonnets.
Sonnets.
English
Very
sonnets.
good. Very good. Then 3 people got assassinated. 4 people got executed. Can you tell what are the names?
Thomas More.
Okay, Thomas More.
Erasmus also, no, sir?
Yeah, Erasmus. Not Erasmus. The other person. Tyndale. Yeah, Tyndale got. And one more, no? Someone else was also.
Richard Turtle, sir.
Henry Howard. He also was executed. Yeah, he was executed. Remember these things. Okay, Roger Asham be completed, right? 2 works.
Yes, sir.
Okay, who wrote a book about archery?
Ask
Roger. Oh, why did he write about archery those days?
Because that's the gentleman's game, sir.
Yes. And also they consider like war and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, now we are going to see 3 authors, major authors, and then very 2 minor authors, and this age is done, and we'll finish this age of revival. Okay, and next we'll have the main important age, the Shakespearean age, and then we have a complete test on whatever things we have completed. Is that okay with you all?
Yes,
So
okay, sir.
yes. Sir did not come yesterday, sir. Just go through the old video, sir. You will understand, sir. No issues, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I don't think tomorrow we'll have, but on Saturday we'll have class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Thomas Eliot, like our Eliot in the modern times, we have an old author called Thomas Eliot. He was an English scholar. Okay. So he was born in Cambridge University. Remember all those things. But only one thing you have to remember, he's not like a major writer. The book named The Governor. This is his best known work. What is the best known work?
Governor.
Yeah, the book named The Governor. Okay. And he also, see, previously somebody talked about a lot of education stuff. No, who was that person?
Roger Asham.
Yeah, Asham. His idea of education was what? Should be
individual, natural learning.
It should be fun. Learning should be fun. Okay. So it was an influential book. The book named Governor. So the book argued the purpose of education as well. Okay. So how to produce virtuous and capable citizens. This was the theme of the book. So he's not like proper literary guy, but these people were writing kind of non-fiction books those days. So, and he also wrote a Latin English dictionary. Okay, remember these things are all like golden nuggets. They might suddenly ask, we might not know. So who introduced Latin English dictionary?
Thomas Eliot.
Thomas Eliot.
Okay, so remember this. And he translated several classics into English, including the works of Aristotle and Plutarch, right? So these are all important points. And we have already seen some translations. One translation we saw, no? Important translation. By whom?
Bible.
Okay. And the legal...
What is Aeneid, sir?
Yeah, Aeneid. Who wrote?
Henry Howard.
Henry Howard. Very good. So those things you remember. And he translated whose works? Aristotle and? Okay.
Plutarch.
Yes. He was an ambassador to the Holy Roman Emperor. Okay. He was a parliament member and all those things. And see here, Elias legacy has been overshadowed by other Renaissance writers because bigger writers come. He was just a minor writer because Shakespeare came up after this age and Thomas More came up. I mean, Thomas More was important during those times. Okay, so for English Renaissance, as an intellectual, we have to remember Thomas Eliot. So what is his one important work?
The book name of the governor.
The governor.
And what are the things he translated?
Aristotle and
Translated Aristotle and Plutarch.
Very good people, awesome. Fine. So next is a major writer. You have to remember him because he's connected with many modern writers as well. Thomas Mallory, right? His one famous important work is Le Morte d'Arthur. Okay, so Arthurian tales he compiled. Now you all know who's King Arthur, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so King Arthur was an important legendary figure in the British stories, and we all know the story that there was a wizard called who? Any ideas?
No, sir. No
Merlin.
idea.
Remember Merlin, the wizard Merlin. He was a great wizard. Okay, and during those times, Lancelot was Camelot, right? Camelot was a place, and they had this sword in a rock. Nobody could take this sword, but
God.
which hero took the sword? Whoever takes the sword, the king.
King Arthur, sir.
Arthur. That's the storyline. Okay. So King Arthur will take that sword. That sword is called Excalibur. Remember, Excalibur. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So who's the wizard?
Merlin.
Okay.
Merlin.
Why I'm telling this is because many stories have Merlin character, but you might not realize him. So Merlin is a great wizard, and the legends say that he lived like for long time. He's like a philosopher. And we already talked about Philosopher's Stone, extending life and all that, right? So King Arthur, he had round table conference. So it's called round table, right? Because of him. And we see in Edmund Spencer's work, King Arthur, right? So connect with all those tales. And so Mallory wrote this awesome work called Morte
d'Arthur.
Okay. Now, okay, and one more important connection with King Arthur is what? Who's another? In Victorian age, one famous poet wrote a great tale of Arthur's tale. Who?
The Arthurian legend.
Matthew Arnold, Tennyson.
Tennyson, very good sister. Tennyson. Lord Tennyson wrote an amazing poem. Connect with that. So they are all belonging to whom? Like King Arthur's tales. So remember King Arthur's tales. And Edmund Spencer also, because the entire tale is based on the knights, King Arthur's knights, right? Okay. So not much is known about Mallory's life. he was in the military and all that, and he was fighting in the 100 Years' War. So we have seen two families fight. Who are the two families?
Lancaster and
Lancaster.
Who's got the red rose and who's got the white rose?
Lancastrian
LR and Yorkshire.
Red Rose and Yorkshire White.
White, yes, very good. Okay, so we already seen his most famous work is Le Morte, and it was completed. And see, it's an interesting fact that William Caxton published it, okay, in 1485. So he completed 1470, but he took 1485 to get it published. Okay, now see, the same thing, only whatever I told you. It tells the story of King Arthur, his Knights of the Round Table, and their quest for the Holy Grail. This is important. Now, remember, Britain is a small island, right? But going to Jerusalem, where Jesus was there, it's like a long trip. And they were all trying to get the Holy Grail, where Jesus had his communion. So that's the tale. It's to reach and get it. Okay. And it's not only a fiction, but now it's like Jerusalem is split between three religions, if you notice. One is the Christians, then the Muslims, and the Jews. So three religions have, have control over the place. So that's why we have a lot of issues in that strip. Okay, the work is considered as masterpiece. Remember that. So who published Morte d'Arthur?
Thomas
Thomas
Miller.
Miller. Thomas Miller.
William Caxton, sir.
Published it. William
Caxton.
Caxton.
here. 1470, 1485, he got it published. Okay. But we don't know about his other life history and all. So remember, Thomas Mallory comes itself, you should start remembering Arthur Tales, Tennyson, Matthew Arnold, the other legends of Arthur, Edmund Spencer, everything should be connected in your mind. Okay. Clear? Shall we go to the next one?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Okay, William Dunbar. Now we are getting into the Scottish poets. Okay. So these are all called the Chaucerian poets. Previously, we have seen many poets. Know why they are called the Chaucerian poets? Because they followed
Chaucer.
same way. Scots also followed Chaucer, and they were called the Scots Chaucerian. Okay, so William Dunbar was one notable Scottish poet. Okay, so remember him. And another thing is, one of his famous works, this alone you remember, The Two Married Women and the Widow, a humorous satirical poem about behavior of women. It's in old English, okay? And Scots, they have different kind of thing, language and stuff. Okay, and another important poem is King James IV's. It's called The Thistle and the Rose. Thistle and the Rose. Remember both works of William Dunbar. Okay. What are his two works?
The Thistle.
Okay. The Thistle and the Rose. Then Two Married Women. To all the married women, I think that's how it should be translated, but that's the old English, I think. To all married women and the widows, I think. The two yeah, that's the correct spelling only.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir, it is like oxymoron, married woman and widow.
Yes, yes. Married woman and widow. Okay. Fine. So remember these two works by William Dunbar. So three people we have seen now, or two people? Who are they? You have seen?
Three, sir. Thomas Eliot,
Thomas Eliot,
Mallory,
Thomas
William
Mallory,
Dunbar.
William Dunbar.
Mallory and William Dunbar. Okay,
William
now It's just going to be revision because we have already seen most of them, but we will see James I of Scotland. He was the king of Scotland. Remember, James I was the
Yes.
king of Scotland, but unfortunately, England people, I mean, the kings imprisoned him in the jail for 18 years. He was in jail, and during this time, he read Chaucer's writing and all that, and so he followed Chaucer's style. He was quite impressed with his style. So he wrote in 1435 the King Book. It was a poem. Fables to the Play as a poem. And Henry IV, England king, was the one who rescued him as such. Okay, he was released during the period of Henry IV. So remember these two works. What are the two works? The King
The
Book
King Book
and
and the
Fables.
Pelvis to the play.
Up to the
And,
play.
yeah, who wrote this? The king himself wrote. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so he was the king of Scotland. And then these are all very minor writers. Remember them though. Robert Henderson. Okay.
Henry.
Sir, actually, King James, no, sir.
Yeah.
He fell in love with the cousin of Henry IV, I think, sir. And when he was in the prison, he wrote this book, sir.
Obviously, these fellows would have done something, right? Yes. Robert Henderson, 1425 to 1500. So he wrote Testament of Cressidi, influenced by obvious work. So I have taught you, right? If it's DA means who wrote?
Chaucer,
Yes. If it's DYE,
Robert Henry, sir.
who else wrote? Shakespeare.
Couldn't get you, sir.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. The spellings only differ. The same story. Okay. You read death
Yes,
in the
sir.
poem. So Chaucer's ending is unlike Chaucer's ending. He changed. So he wrote this. Okay. But the work is called the Testament of Cresside. Okay. That's the work name. Italics. So it was influenced. So that's a minor writer, but remember. So we have already seen William Dunbar, the Golden Taj, Lamb. That's why I said these are all revision part. He's known, and another important point, he's known as Chaucer of England, it seems. I mean, Scotland. William Dunbar, remember. Okay. If you have written your points about William Dunbar, add that. Who was called the Chaucer of Scotland?
William Dunbar.
William Dunbar.
Okay, good.
William Dunbar.
And he wrote this. And then Gavin Douglas. We already saw Aeneid translated. Who translated?
Sir, Henry Howard.
Yeah, but that was into English. But Gavin Douglas translated this work into Scottish, remember. Same. So Palace of Honor and King Heart was his other works. The Palace of Honor and King Heart. So Gavin Douglas, remember. And who's next one?
Sir David Lindsay.
David Lindsay. So two works. These are all minor writers. Just remember the works though. The Dream of Sir David Lindsay, The Testimony of Squire Meldrum. Just write and keep. The Dream of Sir David. This is easy. His own name, right? The Dream of Sir David Lindsay. The Testimony of Squire Meldrum. And we have already seen the poets, some of the Scottish poets and English poets. And that's when Thomas Watt, that we have seen. He brought in the Petrarch sonnet. Court of Venus is his other work. Write it down and keep. And of Earl of Surrey, Henry Ford, we have already seen. Introduced sonnet after Thomas Watt. He's related to Anne Boleyn, okay? And Love Death Reign, that's his important sonnet. So these are all like revisions. We've already seen, that's why I'm moving fast. Okay. William Caxton, prose writers. He's a pioneer who started printing presses in England. Who originally started printing presses?
Gutenberg.
Yeah,
William
very good.
Gutenberg, sir.
Gutenberg. But then in England, who started?
William Caxton.
Yeah, William Caxton also, right now we saw, he helped publish one important book, no? Now he's read.
Lee Marty D. Arthur.
Yeah, very
Thomas Mallory's book.
good.
Okay.
The Recycle of Histories of Troy. He wrote, he also printed Canterbury Tales. Remember, he also printed Canterbury Tales, Marty D. Arthur. Okay, so this one we have seen. Now you can connect, right? And this one we have already seen, so nothing here. And John Fisher, I think that's the last author. John Fisher, treatise concerning the 7 Pentacle Psalms. So religious work, remember this. And he also was put in jail because he did not agree with Henry VIII becoming the head of the church. John Fisher. Why did Henry VIII break out of the Roman Church? What is the important reason?
Because
He wanted to reverse with Catherine of Aragon, sir.
Yes, yes. But who did not give that?
Pope.
because he wants a male child. He can.
Yeah, he
Initially,
kept saying 8 people.
yes, sir. 8. Unfortunately, Henry VIII lost 8 wife. That is a quotation, sir. He's interested in male child because after him, this property should belong to king family. If there is no child for the king, means the property will go to the church.
Yes.
So for avoiding that one, he wants to become a Pope of Church of England.
Church of England.
Head of
That is the
yes,
Anglican Church. Yes.
yes, sir. Anglican Church, sir.
Very good, sir. That's what. So this is the last work. It's a religious work. Okay, and we have seen William Tyndale and Cloverdale alone. We'll have, I suppose. Okay. So next work is John Cap Grave. He was an English historian and theologian. In Gelasium, in Exodus, Acts. These are all in Genesis, right? The biblical books. Exodus, Acts. He's researching on Bible, so he wrote 3 topics from that. Okay. So who wrote these things? In Gelasium, in Exodus and Acts?
John Cap Grave.
John Cap Grave. Okay. Then we have Robert Fabian and Thomas More we have already seen, so no issues. So Robert Fabian, he wrote history, concordance of history. So from Brutus to Richard III, he covered. These are all history books. Okay, but they tend to ask sometimes. Concordance of history. Who wrote?
Robert Fabian.
Yeah, from whom to whom? From the old Brutus to Richard III. Okay. Richard III was king during which famous writer's time?
Chaucer.
Chaucer, yes, very good. Chaucer. So we have seen Thomas More as well as we have seen William Tyndale. So I'm just going to go. Now see here. Here is the point. Erasmus translated New Testament into Greek, it seems. I made a mistake there. Okay. Tyndale translated New Testament in English. This one you just remember. That one. And now see all the previous writers, Tyndale, Erasmus, Wycliffe, they partly translated the Bible. But Miles Cloverdale was the first person who translated fully. It's called the Great Bible. After the death of Henry VIII, they called it as Cloverdale Bible. He translated the full Bible. So remember, the others all did part translations. Who translated the Bible fully? Who translated the Bible fully, people? That's not I said, right?
Miles Cloverdale.
Yeah,
Miles Cloverdale.
Cloverdale was the one who translated the entire They all did partly New Testament. Okay. So, and I will finish this 2 slides only.
Okay.
Next one, see, till now, which was the dominant literary genre?
Bible.
No,
Scriptures. Scriptures, sir. Bible scriptures.
No, sir.
Poems, sir. Poems, sir.
Poems or
Yes.
dramas, what were they writing? Using which medium? Which was the genre? Poem? Yes, sister said correctly, right? Everything mostly they used to write only in poem form.
Yes, sir.
But now in this age, so remember, we have seen Chaucer age, we have seen the revival age. Both these ages, which is prominent?
Poem.
Poem,
Poetry, sir.
poetry,
Poetry.
right? But
Yes, sir.
now we are seeing an evolution. We are seeing what? Evolution of the
Evolution.
drama. Why? Because
Yeah,
who's going to come?
drama.
Shakespeare, right? So
Yes, sir.
it's evolving slowly. So this is the history of it. So first we have the mystery plays. So what they used to do is they used to dramatize story from the Bible. So they were called the mystery plays. And miracle plays were saint stories about
Yes,
saints, Saint Paul, Saint Mary, and all that. They'll have this miracle plays. Then slowly we had morality plays, and one famous morality plays, Everyman. So like every character is like good, bad. That's what Bunyan's tale is. Everything is an allegory here. Okay. So Everyman,
Yes,
a short play of 900 lines. It portrays every man in the country. So how does it evolve? First we have the mystery plays, then we have the miracle plays, and
miracle plays. Everyman.
remember first we had poetry as the dominant one, then we'll have drama as the dominant one, and slowly what will happen?
Mystery
Which is
play.
very dominant right now. Do you think poetry and drama is very famous right now? What is the most dominant literary form?
Fiction, sir.
Fiction. We have the novel, which is for the past 300 years, it has been strong, right? So remember this. Okay, we have already seen Erasmus. This is why I said he was a Greek philosopher. Praise of folly means foolishness about church foolishness. He was writing a satire. And this is the last one. He will not come properly under literature, but you should know about him. Okay. So it's Niccolo
sir.
Machiavelli. Machiavelli means Machiavellian procedures. From this word, we have even an adjective, no? Machiavellian thinking. What do you mean by that? Machiavellian.
Cunningness.
Yeah, cunningness. Cunningness in sense to gain power. So he was, his famous work is Prince. Remember this work alone, Prince. Okay. So he was working in court. He used subtle ways to gain power, right? So that was the, so if anybody calls you Machiavellian, it's used to describe the process of being cunning and ruthless in the pursuit of power. So I want to get that position. I will do whatever I want. That kind of personality is a Machiavellian personality. So he wrote the book Prince for Lorenzo de Medici place. Okay, that's a king. Okay, and what's the modern influence of Machiavelli? It's a non-fiction book. It's called 48 Laws of Power. Okay, and everything is back to our famous Machiavelli. Remember this. Okay. Many characters in fiction too follow this style. Okay, in Shakespeare, one play, no, follows this Machiavellian style to get power. Who's that?
Othello, sir.
Yes, sister. I think Machiavellian means they will use any means, any cunningness, any ruthlessness to get power, to get that job, whatever it is.
Macbeth, sir.
Ah, yeah, Macbeth.
King Duncan.
Whatever way is there, they will try to accomplish that. Whether it's right or wrong, they will not see. They will pursue power, right? So remember that. So clear with all these things? Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll keep revising so that it becomes easier. Okay. So we have seen. Can you just quickly tell me who are the authors we have seen?
Erasmus.
Erasmus, very good. Then
Then Thomas.
See Erasmus' famous work.
The Price of Folly.
Okay, very good. Next.
William Tyndale,
Thomas
Richard
Tyndale.
Tyndale, Richard Totel, Thomas Wyatt,
Okay.
Thomas Eliot.
Eliot. From Eliot, you tell me one important work of Eliot.
the book name the governor.
Named the book name Governor.
Yes.
Next one.
Latin English dictionary, sir.
Yes.
And the works of Aristotle and Plutarch.
He translated. Next author, sir. Next
Thomas
poet.
Mallory.
Thomas Mallory. Everybody, tell me what is the answer.
The author.
Yes.
Arthurian Tales and Legends.
Okay. Awesome. Next.
King Arthur Merlin. Then William Dunbar. He is a notable Scottish Chaucerian, sir.
Yes. He's called as what? Chaucer of
Scotland.
Yes, very good, very good. Next one.
King James IV also we have seen. He was imprisoned.
Yeah, he was
14,
imprisoned.
18 years.
18 years, yes.
Yes, sir.
Next.
Yes, sir. Then Robert Henryson.
Very good. Robert Henderson, what did he write?
The Testament of Cassidy.
Yeah, super.
Cassidy.
Next.
And William Dunbar.
That we have seen already, I suppose. Next.
Yes, sir. Gavin Douglas, Sir David Lindsay. And then we new court poets, sir.
Yes, sir. Who are all?
New court poet.
That we have seen, right? So
Thomas
William
Eliot Taylor.
Caxton, we have seen. John Fisher. John Fisher was a religious work. Then John Capgrave. What are his 3 works? They are all from the Bible. In Jelicium, in Exordium and Acts. And Robert Fabian was a historian, concordance of history. So we have seen. Okay, who wrote the entire Bible? I mean, translated the entire Bible. Miles
Coverdale.
Okay, very good. So, who wrote the book Prince? Navale said no. Prince. Yeah, Macaulay. Very good. Sumati ma'am. So we have seen mystery plays. So slowly we have evolved, and we are going to drama next class. We will be talking about that. Okay. So Saturday we'll have the class. Keep revising, and remember, after we finish Age of Shakespeare, we will have tests from paper 1 as well as paper 2 together. I will give you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Okay,
Thank you, sir. Thank you to all, sir.
Thank you.